Thank you for joining us here at HockeyHouse.com. Don't forget to go to our website, Hockey House, become a member today. It takes 3 simple steps and help become a member to rate some of the products you're seeing viewed here and also the other products we have listed on our website. Okay guys, sometimes we get emails all the time asking us about, just playing equipment, shin guards, all the newest, latest and greatest equipment that's coming out and all. And we do get a lot of questions and emails concerning, how to take care of the equipment. Today's economy, with all the prices of equipment, how the prices of skates and equipment have skyrocketed. People are looking for different ways to help, the products last a lot longer. And by doing that, we're out there skating on the ice, and even though the rink is cold, we do sweat a lot. And one of the problems that a lot of hockey players have, any kind of climate that you have, whether you're in the South or you're all the way up in Canada and it's cold or hot, you still, you sweat and you soak your equipment. And the best way to take care of your equipment for 2 different things is, for a lot of the stuff that's in your sweat that breaks down the equipment, and also how heavy it gets, and the smell is what a lot of moms complain about, and that's what we get a lot of emails concerning, how to keep the smell down. And I think one of the best ways is to keep your equipment dry. If the longer that it stays saturated and wet, the more it's going to have a tendency to smell. So this is a really cool product that actually we picked up from Rocket Sport Dryer. It's really neat. If you guys ever seen, a few years ago there was a company out that made some dryer bags that that you actually kept your equipment in. They didn't really work too well because they were in a confined space. And this is a really unique product because this is something that's very easy to transport, to take with you if you're on if you're going to different clinics, or if you're out of town, you're going to different tournaments, and you're in a very small hotel room. This product is very, very lightweight. It only weighs a few pounds, and as you can see here, I'm picking it up with one hand very easily, and it's pretty cool. It comes with this nylon shell. I'm going to show you the outside features first. Nylon shell, and there's some vent ports on the top here, which we'll get into in a little bit. What I want to do is show you pretty much how this product works, and we'll run through some of the key components, and we'll even show you, how to hang your equipment up on this and how this product works. So this basically is your covering that you want to keep over top. There's a motor that's down here that blows the heat into this area here, and it basically dries and heats your equipment. Times are going to vary on this, only because it just depends on how hot or cold the air is in the surrounding environment that you're in, how soaked your equipment is. Somebody that's equipment that's not as wet, for a young guy that doesn't sweat as much as an older guy, it might take a little longer to to dry for the older guy that's really sweats a lot. So what's really neat is you just unzip this area here, over here, and as you can see, this little area here drops off. Now, it comes with these things. Pretty much, it's like a hanging system that's in here. I don't know if you guys can key on this, but I'm just going to drop this down. If you really look at the top over here, you're going to see these little notches. Now, what Rocket Sport does is they give you this these little hooks, these little, I'll call them little S hooks that they provide. And if you look at a lot of your shoulder pads and shin guards and even elbow pads, they always have a little tab on the top of the equipment. And that tab would actually, you hook it on there and you put it on to wherever you want. Now, depending on the size of your equipment, there is no scheme or schematic that you have to, that comes right out of the box saying put shoulder pads here, elbow pads here. Just be a little creative and see what fits in the best spots. So we went out and actually got a couple little hooks that we put on there for even some of the socks and stuff like that, just to hold it on a little bit better, and even just a regular hanger that you can hang your shoulder pads on if you wanted to. So you can be pretty creative. You can do anything with like Velcro straps, any way to hang it up inside of here, and everything does fit in pretty comfortably because how you're able to stack and stagger. And because it's something that's not coming in on one side, the motor is located down here at the very bottom. We can pan down here. This is the motor system with a heating element that's inside of here. And pretty much what happens is it blows, it's got this little component here, so instead of blowing the air straight up just into the middle, it kind of deflects the air around and kind of swirls it around. This acts like almost like a fan itself. It swirls it around inside the bag, so it's just not air going straight up. It's being circulated inside of that little pocket that we showed you earlier. And it's very, very, like I said, very lightweight and very easy to set up. Out of the box, we actually set this up in probably less than 5 minutes, and it was very, very easy. And it does knock down for easy storage, which I'll show you. I mean, everything is pretty much, I'll do this without the hooks falling. This comes off, and also the tube on here comes off fairly easy. And then you can just, if you had company coming over, what's great is this is for a lot of you know, kids in dorms, people with houses that don't have garages, and just a place that's you know, you're not able to put a lot of equipment. Right here, again, guys, this is actually made out of a nice lightweight aluminum. These plastic little finger jobs fold up here and actually go compact. What's really cool is they do give you a bag to put this in. So when the unit is all broken down, this is pretty much what it comes down to. The base fits in here where the motor is, and then all your aluminum rods and attachments at the top right there. It's a really, really neat item. Now, these actually retail for about $160. You know, you search the internet, you might be able to find it a few dollars cheaper, but manufacturers suggested retail price is $160. So who knows, you might be able to find a little cheaper as they're coming out. This item is going to be available, I think, in sometime maybe in July of 2012. And I think this is actually a worthwhile product to get. Let me just show you pretty much one really nice feature that's to this. You know, if you have kids that are running around constantly, we're going to pan down here to the bottom of the machine again. I'm going to lift this up so you can see. This is the motor part that's right here again where the silver part is. And then also here are the nice, strong, sturdy aluminum legs that are angled out so they're not knocked over real easy. One thing that I kind of picked up on, which they didn't state, was there's these little feet down here on the floor that if you'd like to, you can actually get it to screw it into a piece of plywood or something if you want to make it to where nobody can knock this over. But again, this thing is pretty sturdy. It doesn't really move that that easily. This is the motor system right here, and pretty much it's a timer. It's either off 30 minutes, 60 minutes, 90 minutes, and again, you're going to have to kind of get a feel for it yourself to see exactly what time that you have to set it. And like I said, sometimes your equipment's going to be a little wetter than others. And you know, you might have to set it for 60 minutes and then maybe another 60 minutes after that. Just depends on how wet it is. So again, this is the Rocket Sport dryer. Like I said, it retails for around $160, and I think this is a great project or a great product to have in your house. Okay guys, so what we did was we preloaded this rack for you just so you can get an idea on how much equipment this fits. And like I said, this is pretty much average size equipment, you know, skates, elbow pads, gloves, shoulder pads, everything here, even a helmet. I don't know if you can see on this side, but all the shin guards are over here, elbow pads, everything fits here. And it does, like, the only thing I would say is, you know, be distributing the weight of a lot of these different items. So make sure you put a skate on one side, skate on the other side, just to kind of get it to where the unit doesn't lean or whatever. It's pretty sturdy, but like anything, it's very lightweight, and you just don't want to have all the weight onto one side where you're putting all your heavy equipment onto one side. But as you can see, it fits everything. And then all you pretty much would do would get the cover, bring it over top of all of your equipment. Excuse my back here. Trying to do this the easiest way so you guys can get the gist of it. And like I said, what you'll do is you'll zip this all the way around. Okay. Let me get on the other side over here. Bear with me 1 second. Okay, there's just pretty much like three or four hockey stuff is big and bulky. Sometimes you might pack it a little tighter than others, and that's pretty much all you have right there. You turn the dryer on, you set it, and like we did earlier, I showed you down here. The dryer is over here, and we did plug it in. I'm going to turn this on now. I know you can't hear it from where you guys are, but you might just hear a small little fan, and that's pretty much all it is. So you can even have this if you're in a dorm, in a college or whatever. You can actually have this in your dorm room and not even interfere with any of the people that are inside there with you. So this is a great idea. Here's the vents that are on the top here, and you can actually feel the air circulating out of these vents. The nice warm air that's coming out of these little white vents. So it's going in, circulating around, and you know, and drying the equipment. Okay, and here's the zipper system and all. And this is it. I mean, like I said, guys, very compact, very easy to use, very simple. It only took us, just to save time, it only really took us about maybe 2 minutes to load the product up. And it's a great idea. Like I said, you can't hear it hum. And this is a great, innovative product that I think this hockey industry really needs. It's something to help take care of your equipment. So, like I said, you see it here at Hockey Us. Thanks for stopping by.